Good afternoon, folks. This is Kimberly Jessica reporting in live today from Hollywood, California, and I am excited to have a special guest today on the Glam Reports radio show. You can catch us on the internet at player.fm.com and Blog Talk Radio, Spreaker, iTunes, and Stitcher, and more, because we kind of go all over the place. We're syndicated in our own little way on the internet, so this is great. And in addition, you'll be able to hear this interview because we're also going to be featuring Nikki in Glamour magazine. So we're pretty excited. But I just kind of spilled the beans on who it is, but you guys are saying, which Nikki? Well, guys, I really want you to really, I'm excited about Nikki because this young lady is amazing. She's done amazing things. She has a song that's on the charts. She has a fashion line that's being featured in Fashion Week. She's been from Page Six to Extra TV to Mirror.uk.com. She's been everywhere. She's drop dead gorgeous. And I'm just really excited to be having the opportunity to be chatting it up today with none other than Nikki Lund. Nikki, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here with Glamour magazine, and be on the air with you. This is fun.
Yes, it is. It is. So we're excited to have you here today with the Glam Reports radio show, and we're going to be looking for some of your fashion because you're going to be sharing with us as well for Glamour magazine. So I'm pretty excited. You've got a lot of amazing things going on. Nikki, tell us what inspired your fashion line because your stuff is beautiful. I mean, I want to wear it too. I'm serious. I want to wear this stuff. Where's mine?
We'll have to get you some of it. It was inspired by, I'm an LA native. I don't know if you know that, but I am.
Yes.
It was inspired by the LA lifestyle and just the way that we dress. We're very much from day to night able to grab something and have it be transitional during the day, dress it up, dress it down, go to work, go to a baby shower, go to dinner, and all the while be comfortable because I'm very much into comfort and so it was just based around my LA lifestyle, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, your whole style, I mean, I have to tell you, you're really pretty, by the way. I mean, there's people that are beautiful, but you're like, beautiful is like an inside and outside thing, and you have that. But then when you say someone's really pretty, that's like, wow, you're really freaking pretty. You're like really pretty, too. And it's like, just looking at, you are. I mean, it's like I'm looking at you, I'm like, oh, my God, she's pretty. What I really love that you've been sporting is I love that braid that you had that was kind of going from the front to the side, and then with the cornrows on the other side. I mean, you really rock that.
Thank you. I love, braids are the best because for me, I just feel like you can do so much with them by yourself. Like you can actually braid your hair. You can braid a belt. You can braid a bracelet. You can add jewelry in it. It dresses anything up very, very easily. So I'm a big fan of braids, all kinds of braids.
Well, you make beauty just look so natural.
You're so sweet.
You know what I mean?
Thank you. I feel like
it's true.
I'm pregnant. I'm 5.5 months pregnant.
Oh, you're pregnant. Congratulations.
Thank you.
OMG. So do you know what you're having?
A boy.
A boy. Is this your first baby, Nikki?
It is. It is my first. It's very exciting. But your body, I don't know if you have children or the women who
I've been pregnant before. It's been a long time. But yes.
Goes through such changes. It's hard to keep up with him, but he's teaching me a lot.
Wow. Are you excited? Is this exciting for you?
Oh, it's so exciting. I couldn't be more ecstatic. I can't wait to meet him.
Wow, Nikki. And wait a minute. So you're pregnant. You have this amazing fashion line, and you have a song on the charts. Tell us about your song, what inspired you to get the song going, what inspires your music, who inspires your music. Tell us about the music. Let the music play.
The music is really fun. It's actually a dance record, and it was inspired by the song is called Love Overdose, and it's just a fun little melodic song that I feel like was inspired by that feeling of love, just literally what it says, a love overdose. If you're not careful with love, it can be deadly. And so it was written kind of in a fun, kitschy kind of way, but, never expected the song to go to number 12 on Billboard Dance, and it did. I actually wrote it with Lauren Christie, who, just wrote Me, Myself, and I with Bebe Rexha, and my fiance, Jeff Phillips, who's actually the baby's daddy. We wrote it, and he's a composer, and it was just a song that we all kind of started grooving on, and it ended up getting on the charts and going to number 12, and woohoo, here we are.
That's huge to go to number 12 on the billboards, first of all. That's huge.
Thank you.
The Billboard is no easy seat to get on. Yeah, unless you're like a Miley Cyrus or a Selena, because you got the Rihannas, the Chris Browns, the Selenas, the Miley Cyruses, the Beyoncés. They're the ones that are doing the whole number 12 on the Billboard. And here you are amongst them. Like, how does that feel? Like, seriously, dude, you're like living this perfect life. Like, can I be your sister or your daughter or something? Can I just be next to you? Like, I can stand next to you. And I just see this rain coming down, and I'm like, I want to get under your umbrella. I'm like, me too, God, me too. Just give me some sprinkles. He's like, me too, Father. Me too, God. Me too, Jesus. Can I have some too? Just a little bit.
Well, that's, and that's for me what it all comes down to. I'm a big believer in God, and I have a faith. I do think it's important to always remember that every day, whatever you're given, it's a blessing. Don't take it for granted. Always have gratitude. You have to always
I felt
gratitude.
I felt that you believed in God. That's why I said it. Some people you don't feel it, and you're like, okay, you'll just say the universe, so you don't offend anybody. I'll say the universe. I'll say the sky. I'll say the moon. But I felt God. So, I'm a comedian too. So.
I'm a spiritual woman. I definitely believe in God, and I believe in a purpose, and I'm just a funnel. That's all I am. I'm a funnel. I say to God every single morning I wake up, I say, use me up, God. Use me up.
He is, too. I heard that song, Just Use Me Up. Bill Withers. Seriously.
There you go.
Yeah, seriously, use me, because it's like, that's how you are really acknowledging that you do have these gifts, and you want your gifts and your purpose on the planet to showcase, to bless other people's lives. And that way, when you've moved on, you've left a legacy that 10 years, 15, 30, 40, 50 years after you're gone, people are still going to be talking about Nikki Lund. And it's not going to be because who she dated or who she knew, because of what she contributed to the planet and what she's done with her life and her gifts. That's what that's about. That's what you're doing.
And that's the purpose of living, is giving back and leaving a legacy that will help people and hopefully inspire people. And if I can do that, then the world is a better place, and that's great. I've done my job.
Wow, that's wonderful. You're such an inspiring person. What are some of the causes that Nikki Lund believes in? What are some of your causes?
I had an eating disorder growing up, pretty severely, anorexia. I suffered from that, and I was hospitalized, and had to go through a lot of counseling to figure out what that was and what that meant. And it is a real thing, and body dysmorphia, all different kinds of things. So I'm an advocate for different charities that involve girls and women with this sickness. And I also am a big volunteer for Art of Elysium, which is a children's charity, and bullying. I'm a advocate for bullying charity, and I believe, I go around to schools and I speak to children, and you get in there and you realize that this is something that is just so rampant in not only in schools with children, but I hear it in my friends' everyday lives who are like adults that are like, you're talking about these kids, and one of my girlfriends just started breaking down the other day at dinner, and she's like, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm being bullied in the workplace. And she's a 35-year-old woman. And, she's a lesbian, and someone found out they've been bullying her, and God bless her. She's being bullied for who she is as a person. So, that's what I do publicly, is a lot of children's charities and anti-bullying organizations. But Children of the Night, I've worked with them, and I did a program where we had all of them make candles, and we sold those candles to stores, to boutiques of mine. The money went back to them to show them that they can take their talents and utilize the gifts, like you said. You said the word gift, which is very important. It is a gift that's given to us, and we're all very special, and we all have a purpose. And so those are the things that are close to my heart, is helping people that don't know how to help themselves and haven't been given the tools or the understanding of who and why they're here and how important each and every one of us are. And that there is a divine order and there is a reason why things happen in life, and just going with that and loving yourself. And that is just very, very passionate. I'm very passionate about that. Very passionate about that.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, just the whole Children of the Night thing, and even the whole bullying thing. I was sharing with a friend of mine the other day, Nikki, that growing up, I was a little girl. I was like 4'11". I was always the smallest, shortest one. I probably weighed 80 pounds wet. And I just remember being bullied so bad by girls in school that were twice my size that wanted to pick fights with me, that I used to like dream about being fatter, bigger, so that I could get respect. And I literally gained weight so that I could gain respect. And it was difficult to lose the weight, and I ended up with up and down weight all my life. So people don't understand the effects of bullying. It is nothing to play with, because you're diminishing. It's not, and it's diminishing the person's capacity to live in their skin and be who they are without fear of being physically, mentally, sexually, or emotionally harmed.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I kudos to you for getting, through that, because again, by nature, I'm a girl that's, normally my normal weight would be between 100 and 110 pounds. Not 130, not 140. But I gained that to be protected and to be respected. And as a result of that, ended up with weight issues all my life. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Bless your heart. That's awful. It's terrible. It's important for people to really be compassionate and be kind. People really need to be kind, and they need to be sensitive. Everyone has issues. It's Stephen Covey talks about paradigm shifts, and there's a real thing there. You have to look at people and realize everyone has their shit. Everyone. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if I can use that word.
Oh yes, please, by all means. Yeah.
Everyone has their own thing, and it's really important to be compassionate. I always try to see all sides of what's going on in a situation. And, I feel so blessed every day, to be in a position of whatever position that is, to help and to be a voice and a funnel and to, do the best that I can. So I think it's great that you have a platform as well, because you're obviously inspiring and helping people with your story, which kudos to you.
Thank you. It's just inspiring young women to say, look, it doesn't matter what happened to you. It matters what you learn from it and what you create from it, and how you can help other young women, and how you can continue to empower yourself and no longer living because a lot of times when things happen to us, Nikki, we forget that we are who we are, and we start taking on the identity of the pain, and we also take on the identity of what happened to us. And the biggest thing that we take on is we take on and think we are a product of the person that harmed us. That's a missing piece that nobody is talking about, is the fact that when I look back at my life, I said, oh my God, I'm still being that victim, or I'm still taking on the personality on some levels of the person that did the scarring. So in some sense, you become that person without even realizing it. And you're not that fucking person. You are this whole human being, and that's a huge piece, Nikki, that people aren't talking about. And when I realized that I took on the personality of this person, I said, I'm not her, I'm not him. How dare you try to live my life and be me and become a part of my skin? I was offended. But I healed. That was like a breakthrough moment.
Wow. powerful. You know what? That's really powerful. I never thought of it like that, but it's absolutely true. It's
Just check your
absolutely
skin.
true.
It's not even you. It's not even you anymore. It's that person. That person became your skin. It's pretty creepy when you think about it. You sit down with it and you realize it. You just start taking your skin back. It starts with your skin because it's your skin that's sensitive and identifies with the pain, and then your emotions. But you're wearing that, and so you got to take it off.
Absolutely. No, it's so, I love that. You got to take it off. It is. It's absolutely the truth. It's important. And you know, for me, that goes a long way because dressing yourself every day is dressing yourself with that confidence and that sexiness and that love that you have for yourself. Not in any of that.
What's the message?
Thing.
What's the message of your clothes, Nikki? What's the message? Because you just segued into something else. Dressing, because you're, like I said, you're really pretty. So, you know, you're giving women the opportunity to be beautiful by wearing your product. So what's the underlying message in your clothes?
The underlying message is, I think that, you know, women nowadays, modern women, I guess, if you will, I mean, there's so much going on. You have Hillary Clinton running as a president.
Mm-hmm.
You know, women now are stepping out of their historical role of like mother or just housewife. You know, even though those are amazing things, but there's also other things that women are stepping out and doing. And my line is whatever it is that sets you free. I don't care if it is, I don't care if it is being a housewife. I don't care if it is being the president of the United States. Whatever it is that you want to do as a woman, you can do it. So the empowerment of dressing yourself every day with confidence and feeling good about yourself is the reason why I do what I do, because I spent so many years hating the way that I looked, hating who I was. And it's like you said, I took on a lot of whatever the abuser or the abuse or whatever, you know, in society was telling me was wrong about me. I took that on and became that person. So it's like, just like you said, so the empowerment behind my line is literally feeling confident and sexy to go out in this world and be who you are as a modern day woman and just own it, and don't be fearful of what anyone has to say or think about you, or if they want to call you X, Y, and Z because you're out doing your thing. I mean, whatever. I don't really care.
That's jealousy. Jealousy.
Jealousy.
Jealousy.
Exactly.
Total jealousy. Mad because you're doing what you want, when you want, and how you want it, and they're not.
Exactly. And us, you know, 21st century women are focusing on themselves and their own lives more.
Exactly.
And the goals and the opportunities are more abundant for women. And I think that dressing that way and exuding that power is so important. And I think if I can help through fashion to make women empowered, then I'm serving my purpose, I suppose.
You're totally serving your purpose. And, you know, a lot of times, again, we go back to the bullying thing. You know, when people say sticks and stones may break my bones, but name calling won't hurt, that's the biggest lie in the world. I remember just living a big part of my life trying not to be what either my family said I was or what a schoolmate said I was or what a teacher said I was. And then they turned around and got angry when they saw that I made it and I became the opposite of what they said I'd become. But what they failed to realize was that I did believe them and that I didn't get a chance to really enjoy my success because I was still overcoming the pain of the words that they spoke. So I like that you said, you know, I like the fact that you said, so what if they don't like what you're doing? So what? They could never walk in your shoes. They could never walk a mile in your shoes because they wouldn't be able to handle it. We each have our own journey. And what you're doing, someone else might not be able to do. But if they were really focusing on what their niche was in life and praying to God like you do so that he could show them their gifts, they wouldn't have time to be looking at what you're doing.
You know what, girl, you said it and you're preaching because it's true. You know, people that sit around and hate, they haven't got time to move forward and prosper. You know, everybody has their own fingerprint. Everybody has their own purpose. And if you can find that and center yourself and just know that nobody can take anything from you and nobody can give anything to you. You have to do it yourself. Then, you know, you're going to move forward and be be a comrade and be able to cheer those people on around you and uplift each other. I think we all have to uplift each other. These are tough times that we're living in right now.
It is. It's a crazy world. It is what we call today a mad world. And what I'm seeing too, Nikki, like you said, it's a crazy world. There's so many groups going on in the USA. It's like, are we even America? Because there's so many people fighting with this right and that right, and this life matter and that life doesn't matter, and this. I'm like, I thought we were humans on the planet. That's what I thought. First of all.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, pardon me. I mean, I could be wrong, and I won't be the first, and I won't be the last.
Right. Absolutely. Well said. Absolutely. It's unbelievable, all this hate that's going on. It's unbelievable.
And if we don't have that hate going on, then it's women hating women. If it's not women hating women, the rape has gone up in the USA as if it's feeding time, as if it's though it's, so it's wonderful to find things like what you're doing with your fashion line and with your music. You're living out and not only living it out, which is great, but you've also monetized it. That's
right.
So you're living the lifestyle. You're not just sitting back saying, well, I thought about it and I'm maybe going to do it. You're living it. And so that's an inspiration for girls across the world when people say to them, oh, why don't you get a real job? Tell that to Donna Karan.
Yeah, exactly. That's
and Chanel.
Yeah, thank you. Very true. Very true.
Yeah. So is there anything else that you want to share with us? Because, me and you can have a conversation for days. I already know me and you can just sit and talk because you've got it. You've got I could see you later on being like an Oprah or, you know what I mean? Just having that kind of energy like Oprah has where she's just able to empower people with her words and be beautiful because she does beauty in her own right, period. She does it.
I love her. I love her. I recently, I had a piece that I made. It's actually a guitar strap that I made for something called the Voodoo Guitar. And Don Yoder is an artist, and he designed this voodoo guitar that's been played by all these famous guitarists, and they put it in the Smithsonian. And the strap that I designed is now in the Smithsonian. And
holy crap!
I know, and which is really, really amazing. But there was a party that was like 2 weeks ago, and they told me that Oprah was maybe going to be at this dinner, and I actually wasn't able to make it to the dinner because I was in New York and all this stuff went down. But just knowing that there was a possibility of me being at the same dinner with her just made me feel like I had done everything right up until that point in my life to actually.
Well, this is confirmation. She just came up.
Yeah.
Total confirmation.
Yep. Yeah. I know. And I love her, though. I love her.
Yeah, she's friendly press. She's good people. And that's what I want to be with my press. I'm friendly press. I don't feel like digging up the crap. Because, I don't want you digging up my shit. I'm not going to dig up your shit. Let's just be friends and talk about all the amazing things you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's absolutely true. You have said it, and it is very, very true.
Right. We all have those life most embarrassing moments. Hell, I just had one last week. I don't want nobody telling me that I did it again. You know what I mean? It's like, serious.
Yeah,
I want to forget that happened.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we all have those.
Yeah. So, is there anything else that you would like to share with the world on what's happening with Nikki London, how we can find your fashion, how we can get to your music, how we can follow you on social media? Share with us how we can follow you, how we can continue to be your fans, because I'm a fan.
Oh, you're so sweet. Yes, I actually have a show coming out on Fubu TV. In January. Ooh. It's called Queen on 34th Street. It is a multicultural platform of designers who are competing to win. And we're going to be filming it in Italy, and it's at a school there in November, and it does come out in January. And it's actually, I'm the host of the show, and we have 3 mentors who are mentoring the students, and that's going to be really exciting. So, tune into that when that comes out. I have a fashion show October 14th at the Pacific Design Center at 7 p.m. And that's going to be great. If you want any more information on that, you can go to my Twitter, which is at one Nikki Lund, and that's the number 1, and then Nikki NIKKILUND. Or you could go to my Facebook, which is at one Nikki Lund, the same. And then you can also go to my Instagram, which is Nikki Lund Clothing, NIKKILUND Clothing, CLOTHING. And that's on Instagram, and you can get the latest updates. I also have a website, nikkilund.com.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay.
Kept up to date. Yeah.
I would love to come to the event that you have, because I'm here in Hollywood too, so I would love to come to that event.
Well,
absolutely, we can cover it for Glamour Mag too.
I would love that. I'll get you on the list, and you'll sit front row, and I'll be able to.
Perfect. That would be awesome.
Yes, I would love that. We'll set that up through Kelly. Kelly can do that.
Yay! Well, Nikki, I just want to thank you so much for, interviewing with us at the Glam Reports Radio. We look forward to featuring and having some of your styles in Glamour Magazine, the Italian version, and seeing, some of your wear on, what occasions to wear stuff to, just doing that whole how to do it yourself type of thing, and, where our clients can buy your clothes and where our fans can buy your clothes. So we just want to thank you, and we'd love to follow you and keep up to date with you and keep reporting on you as well, because you're amazing. You're amazing.
Oh, thank you. Likewise. It was so much fun doing this interview. It was really uplifting. You have such a great spirit. I'm so glad that you had me on the show today. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm so glad I interviewed you. I only regretted that I wish I'd interviewed you sooner. Like, where has she been hiding?
You're so sweet.
Yeah, Kelly is keeping you.
You on the 14th. Woohoo!
OMG, I'm so there. It's not even funny. I'm there right now. You know what I mean? I'm just so there. So I look forward to it as well. Nikki, congratulations on the baby. Congratulations on hitting the Billboard charts. Congratulations on, your clothing wear. God is smiling down on you. You're doing amazing things. I'm glad I know you. I'm glad I talked to you. And I look forward to seeing you on the 14th. And I look forward to talking to Kelly so we can go ahead and get your outfits so we can feature them in the magazine as well and get you up there in Glamour Italia.
Oh, it'll be so. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for this. It's such a nice opportunity to talk to people who are kin spirits, and you certainly are. So.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And diamonds sharpen diamonds. And so because you are that, it was easy for me. Yeah, it was easy for me to just come out and be myself. So that's your brand. You know what I mean? That's literally your brand. Your brand is how you leave people feeling, and that's how you left me feeling. And as a result, that's how I came out.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart. Thank you so much, and God bless you. And I will see you October 14th. I can't wait.
Yes, you will, Goddess Girlie. I'll see you then.
All right. Thanks so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. This is Kimberly Jessica reporting in from the Glam Reports radio show in Hollywood, California. And we just interviewed the fantabulous, oh, my God, she's just amazing, Nikki Lund. She is just an amazing human being, and I'm glad we had the opportunity to interview with her. Check us out on the Internet, Player.fm, Blog Talk Radio, Spreaker, Stitcher, and iTunes. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Kimberly Jessica signing off.